Hey, Beverly. It's Vivian, your husband's ex-wife. You got a second? I just want to express my gratitude for your understanding, especially regarding yesterday.
What do you mean by that? What happened yesterday that I don't know?
Oh, you don't know? Thomas dropped in at my house on his way home from work yesterday.
Oh, that explains why he came home later than usual. He didn't tell me that he was with you, but it's okay. I'm cool with that.
Really? Are you cool with everything between us?
Yeah. I mean, Thomas is a good father. I'm glad that he spends his time visiting his daughter as much as possible. After your divorce, my daughter is affected the most. So it's good that they get to spend time together.
You're a lovely wife. My ex-husband must be the happiest man in the world to have married you, huh? I guess there's no harm in calling him over to my place today because, I need to take a shower every day.
Hang on. I didn't quite get that. How does your shower relate to my husband?
Oh, well, my arm hurts, so I needed someone to help me out with the shower. Of course, my daughter couldn't because she's only 3. So I had no choice but to ask Thomas to help me out.
What? Are you saying that my husband gave you a bath yesterday?
Yes, and he did a really good job.
Are you kidding me, Vivian? You two divorced like 2 years ago. Thomas is married now. How could you ask somebody's husband to bathe you? Why didn't you call somebody else?
Because he used to be my husband, so he'd be easier than calling someone who had never seen me naked. We used to take showers together when we were still married. It's not that big of a deal.
Not that big a deal? That's literally unacceptable. I cannot believe that you asked my husband to help you shower. And he even agreed to your crazy offer?
Come on, Beverly. You said you're cool with us. Why are you getting all angry all of a sudden?
No, I never said that you and my husband could do that stuff together. What I said is that I was cool with my husband hanging out with his child at your house. Those two things are wildly different. Don't get it wrong, Vivian. Tell me, what else did you two do behind my back? Have you slept with him?
Of course. How do you think we have a 3-year-old daughter?
Vivian, you know what I mean. I'm asking you one more time. Have you slept with my husband after you divorced from him?
Oh, don't worry, we're just friends. I only meet him for my daughter's sake.
And you think that asking my husband to help you shower was for your daughter's sake, right?
Sort of. Thomas bathed her too. If I hadn't taken a shower, she might have gotten dirty or smelled from me. That would suck.
But you still want to do that again today? Taking a shower with my husband one more time? Seriously?
To be frank, I was hoping he could help me until my arm fully healed. Just so you know, I'm not happy with my arm situation, though. It's extremely inconvenient.
Shame on you, Vivian. You have no idea how immoral you are. I'm not going to let my husband come to your house for a while until you stop trying to lure him in.
Try to lure him? Excuse you. Thomas was happy to help me out yesterday. He even said that it was the best shower he'd ever had.
What? No way. You're lying to me.
Go ask him and let me tell you something. You're not the only person who can decide what my ex-husband should do with me and his daughter. If I want him to come, you can't stop it. You better stay out of my way, Beverly. Talk to you later.
Hey, Thomas. Why did you do this to me? Huh?
What are you talking about, Bae?
Did you help Vivian shower yesterday?
What? How could you know?
Oh my god. You didn't even try to deny it. And you seem to be so proud of yourself for helping your ex-wife take a shower, huh? You even said it was the best shower you'd ever had. Why don't you just go and marry her again then?
Honey, it's not what you think. I'll explain everything to you. But you need to calm down first, okay?
Calm down? How do you expect me to stay calm after all the shitty things you did with your ex-wife behind my back? You two are the most despicable human beings I've ever met.
Listen, I was just helping her because she couldn't move her right arm. I swear, I only touched her back, that's all. I got out of the bathroom right away when I was done.
But Vivian said you enjoyed it.
I don't know why she told you that, but I didn't. I've never liked the idea of getting back together with her, babe.
You're saying that now, but you still decided to touch her. You even tried to hide it from me. If Vivian hadn't told me, I bet I never would have found out what happened between you two.
Honey, you have to trust me. If I wanted to get back with her, I would have done that 2 years ago, long before I met you. But I chose you. I only go over there for my daughter.
My God, I don't know who I should believe now. The image of you and her taking a shower together keeps haunting me, Thomas.
Please stop thinking about that for a while until I come home, okay? I'll explain everything again and again and again until you believe me. Honey, there was nothing between me and Vivian. We're so over. Now there's only me and you. And if we're lucky, of course we are, we will soon have our own baby, you know?
Fine. I'll trust you this time.
Thank you, babe. Thank you so much for always being an understanding wife.
Okay. Don't make me regret trusting you, Thomas. If you betray me, I'll do some shit for real.
That's never going to happen, I promise.
I've had enough of you. I want a divorce. I'll complete the divorce papers when I'm back home from my business trip.
What's wrong with you this time? Ever since the day I helped Vivian shower, you've been questioning me constantly and acting like an unreasonable wife. Now you even want a divorce? You're driving me crazy, Beverly. What should I do so that you'll stop being over suspicious like this?
If I stopped doubting, how could I have found out the dirty truth about you and Vivian?
Here we go again. What the hell did I do wrong? I'm just trying to be a good father to my daughter. Whenever I drop by Vivian's house, I tell you that Vivian even invited you to her house because you were paranoid, but you refused her. We're both trying to please you, but you're getting more and more skeptical.
Screw you, Thomas. You don't need to pretend to be a good husband who always tries to fulfill his marriage. Because I know what you and your ex-wife are doing behind my back.
There's nothing. How many times do I need to explain to you my relationship with Vivian? We're just friends.
Wow. So bringing her home and hooking up with her in the living room is just friendly behavior, right? How long have you two been that close?
What? How did you know that I brought Vivian to our house? Are you hiding somewhere in the house?
I got cameras installed in the living room and our bedroom in secret. When I told you that I was going on a business trip for 3 days, but actually I'm living in a hotel 3 blocks away. Luckily, you took the bait. Now I have these videos of you two.
Oh my god, you're crazy, Beverly. You tricked me. What are you going to do with those videos? Don't tell me that you'll sell them to some shady websites.
Well, I was only thinking about the divorce with you. But honestly, that's kind of a good idea.
No, you pervert. You cannot leak out those videos of your husband with another woman.
Then you have to agree with my offer.
What is that?
Sign the divorce papers. I'm going to send you in 2 days and leave with nothing.
What? Nothing? There's no way.
If you don't accept the deal, I'll have no choice but to publicize your video.
No, don't do that. Okay, I'll give you everything. But you two have to promise that you'll delete all the videos and never tell my dad about what happened. Okay?
Okay. I know that your dad would kill you if he found out about your affair. He hates affairs, right? Yeah.
He's scary.
Okay. I think there's nothing to talk about now. We're over. By the way, you and your mistress will get out of my house immediately. I don't want to see you at my house when I get home in an hour.
Are you out of your mind? You're kicking me out this late. Why can't you just wait until tomorrow?
I can't take another second of you two cuddling in my bed. Get your ass out of my house now.
Fine. I can't believe that I got married to such an insane control freak like you. Thanks to you, I now realize who's meant to be my spouse and why I should stay with Vivian rather than you.
Whatever. But honey, this is not the end. I said that if you betrayed me, I would do some real shit. And I really meant it. Huh?
What are you going to do? Tell me, Beverly. What's your plan? Hey, you freak! Answer me!
Hey, Jen. It's been a few years, huh? How have you been?
Oh?
No, what? You haven't forgotten me, have you?
Who's that?
It's me, Vivian. I want my husband back like 2 years ago. You couldn't have forgotten me.
Oh, it's you. How could I forget you? An immoral, shameless woman.
But I'm still the winner, huh? No, you're dumped so he could marry me again. What a pity your short marriage ended in divorce.
Just cut the crap and tell me why you're contacting me out of the blue. If you're here to glorify what you did with Thomas behind my back, I'm out of here.
Oh, come on. Don't you feel curious about what became of us after that?
Not at all.
It sounds to me that you're dying to know what happened. Okay, I'm willing to share a little bit with you. Well, everything has been so great since you got out of our lives. We're very happy, so you can put your mind at ease. I'm taking good care of your husband. Oops, sorry. Let me correct myself. Your ex-husband and my dear husband.
I don't give a crap, okay? You're just wasting your time bragging about all those shitty things with me.
Oh, poor Beverly. You're saying that? But I know deep down you must be wondering a lot. Is Thomas happy with Vivian or is he regretful now? Does he think Vivian is better than me?
Listen, don't try to piss me off. I don't mind messing your life up right away. I guess 2 years is enough for you to enjoy your happy marriage, huh?
Well, that won't scare me. To sum up, we've been married for 8 years, so there's nothing that can destroy our marriage. Just so you know, he loves me more than ever. Especially after our second wedding. He cares about me, buys me flowers, and drives me everywhere I want to go. He's at least twice better than when he was with you, Beverly.
Good for you. Are you done now? Can you just leave me the heck alone?
Why are you in such a hurry? It's been 2 years and I've still got many things to tell you.
Bye. I don't have time for this. Go find your dear husband.
Hey, don't be so childish like that. I know you're feeling left out. That's why I'm here to tell you some good news about my husband's family.
What is that?
Well, Thomas's dad, Mr. Perry, is gonna remarry. Can you believe that? I mean, although he's rich and a gentleman, he's quite grumpy and meticulous to Thomas. He was one of the reasons why I divorced Thomas for the first time.
Yeah, I already know that.
Really? How could you know? Ugh, forget it. I want to know if you got invited or not.
I'm invited, but I'll still be there.
What? You're going to join your in-laws' ceremony without invitation. Seriously? Oh, you're so pathetic, Beverly. I can't believe that you feel missed out on so much that you want to join the wedding that desperately. Honey, you could just ask me or Thomas. You know that we would be happy to give you an invitation as our guest. After all, Mr. Perry used to be our father-in-law. I guess he would be okay if you wanted to join. I seriously don't need your help or invitation.
I'm not joining the wedding as a guest.
What do you mean? Oh, wait. I forgot that you're working as an event planner. You must be there as staff, right?
Not really, but I don't have time to explain to you. I gotta get going. See you at Mr. Perry's wedding, Vivian.
What in heaven's name are you doing, Beverly? You're attending the wedding as a bride? You're marrying my father-in-law. This is totally insane. What kind of person divorces the son to marry the father? What kind of person steals someone's husband?
There's no rule saying that I cannot marry James. Besides, he's way better than his useless son. It's not hard to see that I want to marry a gentleman instead of a boy who cheated on his wife with his ex-wife.
Is that your plan in the first place? Marrying his father to get back at us?
I told Thomas before that our divorce wasn't the end. I really hope he loves this ending.
Wasn't the divorce enough for you, Beverly? You loved him with nothing after the divorce. Can't you just leave the water under the bridge?
I could, but I promised to make him regret it for the rest of his life. So...
Wow. You could really do anything to take your revenge. Beverly, you're such a shameless, dangerous woman.
You're no one to judge me, cheater.
I'm not a cheater, okay? Thomas and I are meant to be. It wasn't wrong that I wanted to get my man back. You should blame yourself for getting into our relationship.
No matter what, you and Thomas are no more than cheaters. But James and I are different. You know what? At first, I planned that I would seduce my ex-husband's father to take revenge on his son, who broke my heart and ruined my marriage. It turned out that James did truly love me and adore me. He came on to me. He won my heart gradually. And then I realized I'd already fallen in love with him. The point is that now I'm married to the man I love, and you have to call me stepmother-in-law.
Never. We won't ever accept you as a member of this family.
Hey, Vivian, what is your position in this family? Let me remind you. You're a tiny daughter-in-law, but I'm the wife of the most powerful man in the family. So even if you don't want to, you still have to go tell your husband to get used to this.
Have you said that he would do everything to stop this marriage?
If you belittle me or bring up my history with Thomas to criticize me in front of all of the guests, you'll only be deepening the hole you already dug for yourselves.
What do you mean by that?
After the wedding, my husband will add my name to his will. That means your husband won't be the only person who will inherit James's assets.
No, you're lying! My father-in-law can't add your name to his will. I mean, this is obviously your plan. He won't fall for that.
Actually, he also wants to add our baby's name to his will. But we haven't found out the gender yet. So I told him to wait for a while.
You're pregnant? I thought you couldn't have a baby or something. Why weren't you pregnant when you were married to Thomas?
You think that I didn't want to? No. I was dying to have a baby. But Thomas said he wanted to focus on his daughter with you first. Well, I didn't know that he just wanted to sleep with you. But I find it so lucky because if I and Thomas had had a baby, how complicated would everything be now? Thank God.
Hang on. It's a lot to process at once. Yesterday you were just my husband's ex-wife, but today you've turned into his stepmother. Oh, how could this happen? It's not right.
Shut up! Don't criticize my marriage again, or else I'll ask my husband to cross your husband's name out of the inheritance list. And I'm not kidding.
What? You can't!
If you're still doubting my abilities, I'm willing to show you now by kicking you out of my ceremony. This is my wedding, so I have enough power to do that.
Fine. I won't talk about this. But just so you know, I won't let you get away with this. You can't take what belongs to my husband.
Once again, neither you nor Thomas can decide that. It's my husband, James Perry, who rules the Perrys. Now cut the crap, hide away the scowl on your face, and smile at my guests before they think there are some problems with the wife or my stepson. I don't want my guests to feel bad or negative because of you. Do I make myself clear?
Ugh. Okay.
After the incident at my wedding, despite Vivian and Thomas refraining from causing a scene, they engaged in devious activities behind my back. They maliciously propagated the false narrative that I was a gold digger, managing to manipulate Mr. Perry into altering his will and removing Thomas from the beneficiaries. In reality, I had merely used the threat as leverage and had no intention of carrying it out. They even spread baseless rumors about the paternity of my unborn child, falsely claiming it was the result of an encounter with a stranger at a bar. The audacity of their attempts to fabricate such a story left me fuming. Rather than embark on a campaign to refute every allegation, I opted for silence. I persuaded my husband to discreetly rectify the will, excluding Thomas and other opportunistic relatives who sought to exploit the rumors for personal gain. The revelation of their loss of inheritance came too late for them to contest it, and my subsequent actions aimed to prove their misconceptions about me wrong. Assigned to a modest company by James, I transformed it into one of the top 10 firms in its field within a mere 3 years. This success silenced doubters and critics, solidifying my position as Mrs. Perry. As the years passed, my husband passed away after celebrating our 15th anniversary. In adherence to his will, the lion's share of his assets went to me and our son, with a smaller portion designated for the daughter of Vivian and Thomas. The realization that they had been cut out of the inheritance came as a shock to the scheming duo. But the will remained unaltered. Unbeknownst to me, Thomas attempted to pilfer his daughter's inheritance, but I managed to intervene, assuming the role of trustee to safeguard her interests. In the end, Vivian and Thomas find themselves with nothing, leading to a tumultuous and strife-ridden existence.
Carol, what time are you coming home?
My friend and I just split up. I'm going to take the train home now.
You don't need to rush home on the weekend.
My friend is married too, and I don't want to hold her up. We split up early to go home and make dinner. How's your work going, Kevin? You're not going to have to work overtime on the weekend, are you?
Well, I'm still waiting on a response from my client. I don't know when I'll hear from him, so I might be home late.
That's too bad. Should I make dinner?
Yeah, I'll eat at home tonight. I've been working overtime every day lately.
Great! I'll get dinner ready.
Thank you.
By the way, I went to a psychic reading today.
I didn't know you liked psychic readings. You never show any interest in daily horoscopes or anything.
My friend wanted to go, so I went with her and got a reading. It was quite accurate. It kind of freaked me out.
How was it accurate?
The psychic knew about my past without being given any information. The reading was spot on. I never really believed in psychic readings, but my perception has changed. Some psychics are legit.
Wow, she sounds great.
Yeah, I've never had such an experience. She also said something that concerns me.
What did she say?
She said I may see someone who's been on my mind.
Who's been on your mind?
No way. I feel like she was talking about your mother.
My mother?
Yeah. I won't voluntarily make contact with her. You drifted away from her purposefully. It's just that I didn't even meet her before we got married.
Trust me, there was no need. She was a toxic mother. She took advantage of me and took my money. I never want to see her again. I wouldn't even go to her funeral, although I know it's inevitable since I am the only child.
I know. You want nothing to do with her. That's why you took my last name.
Makes me nervous to even think I might see her.
It's just a psychic reading. The psychic might have been talking about someone else. Maybe it's my favorite K-pop star.
I hope so.
Yeah. I understand that you don't want me to meet your mother. But shouldn't I meet your relatives at least? Even if it's too late.
My mom would come barging in if she finds out we were meeting my relatives. We would just cause trouble for them. Plus, some of them would sympathize with her. To be honest, I don't want you to meet them. I'm sorry you married a man with no family. I know we had to have a small wedding because I couldn't invite any relative.
That was all okay. We married. That's all that matters.
Thank you. I wasn't blessed with the family I was born in. But I want to lead a life full of happiness with you. I want us to create a happy family together.
I feel the same. I want us to build a family full of happiness.
I'm sorry. I understand your feeling, but I want to focus on work. You make more money than I do now. I want to be able to make enough income to support both of us financially.
You don't have to worry about it. I love my job and I'm just doing what I can.
But you can't go to work when you have a baby. You'll have to take maternity leave.
You've been thinking about our future. Thank you.
Of course. Also, as a man, I want to be the breadwinner of the house.
I'm counting on you. Don't overthink yourself though. Your health comes first.
You're right. Thank you. I wouldn't do anything to make you sad. Oh, excuse me. I've got a response from my client. I've got to get back to work.
Alright. Good luck with your work. Come home safely. Kevin, are you coming home late again?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to catch the last train home. You'll be in bed by the time I get home, right?
I will. I have a question for you.
A question? What is it?
I was looking over the credit card statement today. The bill was twice more than usual. There was $1,000 payment to a travel agency. Are you planning a trip?
Oh, that's a payment for a business trip. It's a package price for the hotel and the flights. I paid with my credit card so I could get the points.
A business trip?
I'm going next week.
You told me nothing about it.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. My company will cover all the expenses. They'll pay me back.
Oh, good. It scared me.
I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you.
You're a little careless with money. Don't forget to tell me in advance next time. I want us to cut down on expenses to save money.
I know. You're responsible with money enough for the both of us.
Even though I'm responsible, you still go out and buy clothes and stuff.
Yeah, I can't say no to salespeople.
It's not funny. You have to work with me to save money.
Sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
Will you be able to come home early before your business trip?
I can't. I have a lot of work to do. Why?
You know, once you go on a business trip, you won't be home for a few days.
The trip is only for 2 nights. I'll come back soon.
Well,
Do you miss me? Doesn't sound like you do. You're usually okay when I work overtime every day.
if I tell you I miss you, would you come home early?
I want to, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'll make up for it. I'll be able to come home early for a while when I come back from the trip.
Okay. I'm sorry for being so selfish. I'll go to bed by myself. Be sure to lock the door when you come home.
Are you sulking?
I'm not. You have to work when you have to work.
I'll work hard so I can support both of us soon. Good night. Carol, do you have a minute?
Sure. I missed your call an hour ago. I'm sorry I couldn't answer. Did anything happen during the trip? Are you at a hotel right now?
I am. I'm in trouble.
What's going on?
I have to stay at my parents' house for a while, so I can't come home for another week or so.
What? Why?
My mother died. I'm going to her funeral. I wish I didn't have to, but I have to do my part.
You're going to her funeral alone. I think I should go too. It's your
I want to forget about this place I used to live in, so I'd rather not have you here. There's my relatives too that I don't want to see, and they might be hard on me. I never expected her to die during my business trip. She causes trouble even when she dies.
This is your mother texting. Who caused you trouble? I'm alive. What are you doing telling your wife I'm dead?
Huh? Carol? What's going on?
I said I'm your mother. I'm texting from Carol's phone.
What are you talking about? Carol, what's going on? My mom's dead. Why are you doing this?
It was a difficult delivery when I gave birth to you. You almost got lost in the nearby mountain when you were in the 2nd grade. Your high school name was Alyssa. You drifted away from me because you cheated on your fiancé. You made me pay the compensation for the family and ran off. You caused trouble for all the relatives. Is that information enough for you to believe I'm your mother?
Are you really mom?
I've been telling you since the beginning. You dumb son. I don't even consider you my son anymore. I've been chasing you to get my money back.
You've been chasing me? What does that mean? You'd better not be causing trouble to Carol. Just stay away from me. Carol, don't trust her if you're reading this. She's making it all up to split us up.
You can say whatever you want, but there's nothing you can do. Carol knows everything.
What do you mean? Everything? Everything you say is a lie.
The fact that you broke off an engagement and ran off, and the fact that you've been cheating on Carol, she knows everything. I was surprised to hear from the detective agency that you were married.
What? Did you spy on me? What do you get from this?
The reimbursement for the compensation. I was going to forgive and forget if you had become a decent man. But you haven't changed at all. You did such terrible things in the past, and you're still cheating on your woman. I'm ashamed of you.
Just get away from Carol.
I can't do that. We're at the hotel you're staying with your mistress. I know your room number. Carol didn't answer your call because she was on a plane. Give up. You won't get away.
Carol! Help! I've been locked up in a room in my parents' house. My uncle's been guarding the door to my room. I need to get out of here somehow.
Why should I help you?
They're going to make me work on a ship on the Bering Sea.
Well, you had it coming. You cheated on your fiancé and ran off without paying the compensation. They also had to pay the cancellation fees for the wedding. You have to take responsibility for that too, don't you think?
Aren't you going to miss me? You said you missed me before I went on a business trip.
I said it because I wanted to know who you are one last time.
What?
Ever since we got married, you've always come home late. You sometimes came home with the scent of female perfume. I had been worried for over 6 months since then. I didn't want to keep worrying anymore, so I hired a detective agency.
You've known that long?
Yes, but I wasn't sure back then. That's why I had them follow you. It turned out your mother had hired the same detective agency to spy on you. She talked to me in front of the office.
You're kidding, right? That kind of thing only happens in movies.
It is like a movie, isn't it? The truth will come out in the end. Your mother is not a toxic parent. She is a good person. I didn't believe her completely at first, but I found out about your cheating. As I gathered information, I figured out that you were the one who was lying.
I'm deeply sorry about the trip, but I was never going to replace you with her. You had a conversation with her, so you know we weren't serious.
Does that change anything? Do you think I'll forgive you?
No, but I truly love you.
If you had loved me, you wouldn't have cheated on me soon after getting married. I'm sure you didn't want a divorce because I have a decent income. I notice you've been overspending money since we got married. You married me because you thought you could do whatever you want with my money.
No! I married you because I love you for your kindness.
You cheated on me. Your words mean nothing to me.
I apologize for all the lies, but it comes from the heart when I say I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So please, help me. You have enough savings to pay back the compensation I owe my mom, don't you? We give her back the money and start over. I won't disappoint you again.
Are you serious right now? Why should I clean up your mess? I cooperated with your mom to stop you from doing the same thing again. I'm not going to live with you again.
Are you saying you want to get a divorce?
Obviously! You betrayed and cheated on your fiancé right before the wedding. Then you made your mother pay the compensation and tricked me into marrying you. On top of that, you had an affair again. Who would be stupid enough to start over with a man like you?
Carol, please. I don't want to divorce you.
You don't want to divorce me only because you think I will help you. Just so you know, I won't spend a penny on you ever.
The compensation is nearly $50,000. It's going to take years to pay her back.
You have $30,000 to pay me in addition to that.
What?
Did you forget about the compensation for me? I demand full payment.
I'm so sorry. I've been dependent on you. I thought you would forgive me no matter what I do because you're so sweet. You're so warm-hearted and generous. You're the most perfect woman I know.
Aw, thank you for all the compliments. Too bad I'm not generous enough to forgive you. Sorry, show me your sincerity by paying me the compensation.
I'll live for you from now on, Carol. I'll work hard to support us. Trust me. Please.
I don't believe any word a pathological liar says. Don't make me say the same thing. The only thing you can do is shut up and pay me the compensation. Money won't betray me like you did. We discussed divorce at my ex-husband's parents' house. He could not argue as all his relatives were present in the discussion. The negotiation for divorce and compensation went smoothly. My ex-husband's mother introduced him to a job, and he's going to work on a ship on the Bering Sea. The job is so rigorous and grueling that he might not survive. Even if he doesn't, I will still get the compensation with an insurance paycheck. He wouldn't be able to escape from the ship easily since most crews on the ship are covered in debt like him. My ex-husband has no empathy for others and has caused trouble to many people. I hope he will pay for what he did. After the divorce, I moved into a studio apartment. It is a small apartment, but it is a perfect place for me to live by myself. I got a cat as I could not get one when I lived with my ex-husband because of his allergy. She is so adorable and brings me peace of mind, which my ex-husband never did. I don't feel lonely at all thanks to my cat. I haven't healed from the pain of having been betrayed yet.